Hello, big monkey. There's big monkey. Um, the idea come about because of these strike anywhere matches. You just strike it along there. This one's lost its, well, just about everything, to be honest. And this lighter here. You may wonder why. Well, this lighter is just a normal petrol lighter, but if it's out of fuel, I can take it apart and put a bit of tinder in there, and then just keep flicking that until I get me ember. I do like with fire. It's like I'm with fire what you are with rope. So I thought I want something different. Who do I know who can make really awesome gadgets? Aha! Really big monkey. Now I thought what I'd need is a ferro rod, and I thought this size would be ideal for this project. It's about 2 inches, give or take. You've probably got Tic Tacs, so it's about that size. Now then, I'll use these for part of the demonstration. I won't eat them, but I like multi-use things. So I thought, how can I make a multi-use firelighter? Fire starter, whatever you want to call it. Right, and this is a really small flint and steel striker. You probably can't see the sparks on there, but it's a little bit longer than the Kit Kat, but it's as wide as it, and I'll explain why that's there in a minute. A bit of rock out the wall. The idea is this: you start off with a lump of metal, and first of all I want this idea, but I don't want it to be petrol. What I want is the 2 halves, part of it cut out, drilled, and then a ferro rod stuck in. Now, what I was thinking is if this had a small hole drilled in the top, we'll use this as the top section. If this is the bit, you want your ferro rod would slide in here, and then if you drill a hole through it there, and your ferro rod's got a hole as well, you can somehow pin it in place. I don't know, a self-tapping screw with a in a recess or something. You work that sort. You understand that sort of stuff better than me. But it gives you a way you could just quickly take the ferro rod out and swap it for a new one. If it, when it's worn out. That's this sort of idea. We can just unscrew, put in. That's where the idea of the ferro beads come out. Now then, okay. So now I've got a basically very large ferro rod. I need a striker. Easy. One of these edges can be 90 degrees. But that not only gives me a striker, it also gives me a scraper for tree bark or whatever. Yeah? Okay, so now I've got a ferro rod, a striker, and a scraper. Boring. Now, as it's can be quite large in this direction, yeah, I'd say like half again of a Kit Kat. Maybe not as much. That's where this comes in. If you had drilled into here, not where the ferro rod is, but beside it, and then I believe the word's routed, but routed a grooving either side there, so something like one of these could slide in. You've now got your flint striker, or a 90-degree angle for your ferro rod if you want to use it as that. But with the holes in there, you could store in tinder, like cotton wool buds, quick start fire or whatever. It doesn't have to be a lot wider than a Kit Kat. It'd have to be longer, because that's about as small a ferro rod size as I'd want. Flint and steel rod or piece of one. And that's, well, on a Kit Kat it's up to the white part of the Kit Kat. So that gives you your ferro rod, your striker and your tinder. But not good enough. I was thinking either on the side or on the front, if you had either another piece of metal on or you routed out a piece, this isn't obviously one, but a mini Bic lighter, slide it in. As you see, this normal size lighter is the same length, so you could incorporate part of the cap of a ferro rod in it, and what that gives you is surefire with a Bic lighter, and depending if it's the push down the button one or the spinny wheel one, could depend on which way you have it in. But once it's in, it'd make it hard for the gas release button to get pushed by accident if it's got a solid plate underneath it. Then you just pull it out, surefire. Lighter fails, you haven't checked it, or you just want to mess around, you've got your ferro rod, you've got your flint and steel, but you've got your dry tinder inside here as well. Let me think. Flint and steel, lighter, ferro rod, 90-degree angle, tinder, yeah, I think that was about all of it. But basically you've got ferro is 1, flint and steel's 2, lighters 3, types of ignition, dry tinder inside if you need it, with cotton wool buds or whatever, a scraper. It doesn't have to, I mean, you could have 2 90-degree angles. I don't know about you, but I don't like having really sharp angled objects in my pockets, but maybe the way you do this pin thing, maybe you could do it so it can make into a belt clip, and you have I don't know what they're called, but like a spike with a hoop and like an R-shaped thing. And you could just like push it through the end of a bolt and you just pull it out, and you could have like a belt clip effect. But that's my basic idea. Okay, I look forward to your next video, mate. Take it easy.